Trump is reportedly pushing a new unproven coronavirus treatment that is also embraced by HUD Secretary Ben Carson and My Pillow's Mike Lindell. And so I know I am usually reading articles and I read them from top to bottom. I don't really care to read this article because I can already tell you and assure you that oleander, I believe what they're trying to do is use the derivative of oleander. So I'll read part of it. So it's by Insider at insider.com. Laura Frias, and you see Ben Carson, you see Dr. Fauci, you see Donald Trump. And so he speaks during a briefing and administration's response to the COVID-19 disease. So President Donald Trump expressed interest in the new unproven coronavirus treatment. It's a botanical extract, oleandrin. It's a derivative of oleander. Now, I'm going to stop. I'll just tell you what I know about oleander, the plant, that it's toxic and it's very poisonous and it can kill people. And it can kill, like, as one leaf can kill a child, about 10 leaves can kill an adult. And if animals are really hungry or whatever and they eat the plant, they can die. And it's a glycoside. And so I know that much about it because, well, I'm going to say I usually study a lot of stuff. But oleander leaves, sometimes they will clear them off the side of the freeway because they're very toxic and highly um, uh, dangerous. Um, it doesn't take much for somebody to get killed. Okay, so let me switch over and switch gears here. So let me let you hear what oleander is.
The Carolinas. The most significant toxins are oleandrin and nereine. Both of them are cardiac glycosides. The toxins are present in all parts of the plant, but they're concentrated in the sap. It is reported that about 10 leaves is enough to kill an adult. A single leaf might kill a child. Ingestion of the plant causes both cardiac and gastrointestinal effects. About 2,000 people a year are poisoned by oleander in Sri Lanka. It's a favorite method of committing suicide. Poisoning often happens when someone tries to suck the nectar out of the flowers, or somebody chews on the leaves. You can also get poisoned by eating the honey made from oleander. Potato is poisonous. Potato is poisonous. A toxin.
So I hope you heard that. If you didn't, I will replay it, and then I will go into um,
Orders. Nerium or oleander is found in the southern states of the United States from California to the Carolinas. The most significant toxins are oleandrin and nereine. Both of them are cardiac glycosides. The toxins are present in all parts of the plant, but they're concentrated in the sap. It is reported that about 10 leaves is enough to kill an adult. A single leaf might kill a child. Ingestion of the plant causes both cardiac and gastrointestinal effects. About 2,000 people a year are poisoned by oleander in Sri Lanka. It's a favorite method of committing suicide. Poisoning often happens when someone tries to suck the nectar out of the flowers, or somebody chews on the leaves. You can also get poisoned by eating the honey made from oleander.
okay. Oleandrin. Okay, oleandrin is what they want to use. Oleandrin is a toxic cardiac glycoside found in oleander, which you just saw, along with the coenzyme. It is primarily responsible for toxicity in the sap of oleander. So oleandrin has been used for many years in China and Russia for its properties as a cardiac glycoside for both suicidal and therapeutic. You hear that? Suicidal and therapeutic purposes as a treatment of cardiac insufficiency. So it is currently being pushed as a possible treatment for this COVID-19. And so they have it with enthusiastic support of Dr. Ben Carson and President Trump. And so it is not approved by the FDA, however. And so I'm going to get right into the side effects. The symptoms of oleander poisoning can cause both gastrointestinal and cardiac effects. Gastrointestinal effects can consist of nausea, abdominal pain, vomiting, as well as higher salivation, diarrhea, which may contain blood. After the first symptoms, the heart may be affected, tachyarrhythmia, and bradycardia, premature ventricular contractions, antiventricular blockage, also anesthesia, yellow vision, burning sensation, mucous membranes of the eyes, gastrointestinal tract, respiratory paralysis can occur. Reactions to poisoning from the plant can also affect the nervous system. These symptoms can include drowsiness, tremor, shaking, and muscle seizures, collapse, and coma that can lead to death. Oleander sap can cause skin irritation, severe eye inflammation, irritation, and allergy reactions characterized by dermatitis when administered topically. And so you can read the rest of this. So onset of symptoms may vary with the way of intake. And so teas made of leaves or root of N. oleander give rise to more acute onset, while eating raw leaves causes a slower onset of symptoms. Management of oleandrin poisoning is done in the following steps, and it has it from 1 all the way down to 7. And so you can read that at your leisure. Previously, forced vomiting, performing gastric lavage was part of the treatment of poisoning, but is no longer recommended. There is a lack of evidence that weighs efficacy versus harm. So it's also an anti-cancer therapy. Okay, so oleandrin is a potential agent for anti-cancer treatment. Studies show potential in vitro effect for cancers of the colon and non-small cell lung cancer, leukemia, pancreas, melanoma, and prostate. It may work as a cytotoxin agent, generating reactive oxygen species or inducing apoptosis, but has also been known as a synergistic with a current chemotherapy. And so that's probably what he's going on. But I would say that I would feel more comfortable with the FDA approving it. And you have to, like many of the other vaccines, it has to go through clinical trials. They have to have volunteers and people that are willing to do it. It has to be tested. They have to see that it's safe and that there's no side effects and that there's no death that will happen to people. It's not something that people should just take like bleach and all these other crazy things. But anyway, with that, I'm going to leave you with this. But you can see Dr. Fossey in the background. I don't think he's really that happy about all of this. But anyway, this is pretty much this video. So you can make your decision on how you feel about this. I just don't think it's safe without approval and without steps taken to see if this thing is really safe. When I hear oleandrin, I'm thinking of oleander, and that's what it's derivative of, and it is very highly toxic, it's dangerous. That's what I'm thinking of is death, imminent death. Thanks for listening.